Good morning, Mizar. This is Shane, and I'm making a visible effort, not to to make myself more listenable. I know some of you were having a bit of an issue with my accent, perfectly understandable, so I'll try to keep myself a bit more thingable. My throat is a bit sore today, so I can't really do my sexy video, but it's much deeper, but kind of sexier at the same time, Anyway, doesn't matter. You may want to turn your volumes up because obviously because my throat's a bit sore, I'm speaking a bit quieter today as well. Right, okay, so I'm going to answer some questions dealing with me. Here we go. I'm going to say it a bit different types because I want to. It's a great word. Okay, first question. From what I've seen of him, Shane is a rather inquisitive and studious PC, who inspired you to make a character like Shane. Right, well, here we go. Right, so my inspiration for Shane originally was like, here's a guide to success. Go ahead and succeed, kid. That's me ruffling his head, we here. And the sort of guide that gave him the sort of overarching motif was simply knowledge is power. In fact, that is the name of one of the rules, actually. Knowledge is power. And the rule after that is ignorance is weakness. I suppose this, it was power aiming a bit. I was power aiming a bit. I suppose, but his character concept was his very character concept was this is a dude. This dude is geared towards succeeding in these so this is quite power gaming from the onslaught. Because the reason that it's kind of power gaming, maybe even cheating a little bit, is because that if you think about it, the game structure of Mizahar is dependent on lores and XP. Those are the two things you want to get as a character, right? So to get lores, you need to be inquisitive and observant, and to get XP, you need to be studious. So yeah, and then cheated a bit. I mean, Shane's character personalities, character quirks, they're all sort of specifically designed to take him forward. Now see, even Shane has a remarkable ability to put something behind him for the greater good. If there's some kind of knowledge or some kind of thing that he wants so much, he will go much further beyond his realm of comfort than you would think of him. Even though he's rather skittish, and the entire time he'd be sitting there going, oh no, I shouldn't have done this. Yeah. I also wanted to base some of it off of, his character model was Colin Morgan, who plays BBC's Melon. I just finished the show. I just finished the show when I first created Shane, so I wanted him to be a bit like Merlin, and just like in the show, he is a guy in a castle who knows magic and doesn't want anyone else to find out he knows magic. So for the first couple of seasons, he was pretty Merlin-ish, definitely. Alright, second question. Right, you've already made some impressive business maneuvers. Where would you like to see him in the next few seasons? Impressive business maneuvers. I like that. I really do. All the Shane was really doing was telling people powers were better than they were and robbing them blind for it. I mean, whenever people ask me about heuristics, they have this preconceived idea that it will tell them everything. It really doesn't. Maybe at higher levels. So I always suggest as I do with Shane when I'm actually role playing, a good 60-40 split of guesswork and magic. 50 to 60 being guesswork, of course. Because you just need to observe many people as you can day and just start to form connections in your mind. Things like, oh, that muscle pattern I can sense in that guy's arm is the same as the last 3 fishermen I was looking at. Perhaps that is that configuration of muscles is a thing that occurs naturally through fishing. So the next time I meet a fisherman, I'm going to say, "Whoa, I sense you like good fish," and then they'd be like, "Oh my God, he knows I fish. Here's my money." So yeah. So anyways, I've lost track of the question. What's in store for Shane? Possibly more of the same. I'm not sure yet. As his artistic ability increase and his hypnotism too, he'll end up probably shockingly good at that job. However, he really has to get his citizenship, his Kuman status in Riverfall, and a more permanent place to live before he really can get a business up and running. So question 3, if Shane could have a library with any books from these how he wanted, what would be his favourites? Well, my immediate thought here was just the Travel Codex, because it's like the first book on magic. It's got some magical theory in there. I think Shane would be deeply interested in that. But honestly, if Shane could have any book in the library, it would be the other books, like the one he had to start off with, because it was part 1 of a planned 7 volumes. But I really do. I feel like I was just pushing it a bit way too much with the first book, and I don't think it's feasible or would probably even be allowed for the other 6 books to exist if they had anywhere near as much good stuff in them as the first book did. There's just no way. He's also got that hilarious Magic and I book, from Fog Shake. I wasn't going around to reading it yet, and that's just gonna suck. But I love that book. All the wee quotes and all the lore and stuff. Love it. That's me the right though. Alright, so last question. Question. What is your favourite and least favourite thing about Shane? Oh, my favourite and least favourite thing about Shane. I have no favourite thing because I hate him. He's a smell bag and I don't like him. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My favourite thing is how Shane started off with a lot of malicious intent on my part. There was a lot of malicious intent on my part. I remember at one point I sat there and actually planned out how I was going to poison his former employer. It was actually my laziness that made me not do that. So if I had, Shane would be dead. I think I had by now. I'd probably have either been caught in selling us or escaped, and would have a murder under his belt. And probably not a very nice guy. So my favourite thing, right, is how I had all this malicious intent for him, and I thought he was getting a pretty evil guy, but he's not. He's completely rejected that. He's yet to do anything actually kind of mildly wrong. He's hypnotised people before. So far he used it to get a little girl to wave her hand in the air, get a discount at a stall of like 1 silver mesa, maybe. Cement that friendship with Aaron. He probably would have taught me Rymans even if I hadn't used hypnotism, but it's good to get it in there. And he used it to relax people at shops, because when they were relaxed because of that, they would all be like, and they would think of something. They would think something that would be more vivid in their mind, so when Shane was sensing the feelings from their aura, it would be more of a vivid colour. So we could get better observations from that. Okay, so yeah, but aside from those unsanctioned uses of hypnotism, he's just not a bad dude. In fact, he hasn't even used it in like 2 seasons. So the fact he, as a character, has utterly defied my initial wishes for him is my favourite thing. It's also, in part, my least favourite thing though. Because, yeah, well, I always wanted. Well, he's not that much. Like, he's doing stuff now though, and that's pretty good. But you know, characters should really listen to the writer. That's still infuriating sometimes because I'm in the middle of writing and I've got this whole thing written up and I've got this whole thing in my mind, and as I'm writing I get to this sentence and Shane demands he pops up in my head because I'm insane and says, nope, you're writing this sentence instead. He's not going to do this one thing that you wanted him to do. He's going to do this other thing that is like kind of probably nonsensical and doesn't really help anyone. Thanks, Shane. Thanks. But that's not my real least favourite. I've got to say, but I love all of Shane. Shane is my buddy. How could I hate him? But in fact, the only thing honestly the only thing I can think of is the fact that he does everything so slowly, and that's my fault because I don't post. Because I don't post so regularly. That is my fault. But my least favourite part of Shane is that I have to write him. If someone else wrote Shane, Shane would be awesome and would be doing things. But because I write him and I suck, he's doing nothing. My least favourite part of Shane is myself, and that's a cop out. But ha, that's what you get when you ask Shane's writer to answer questions. Cop-outs, rambling, and possibly not being able to understand him. Ha. Love you guys. See you in the next vlog.